guy, big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pencil kid. SpongeBob, big guy, pencil kid. When I wake up, I'm feeling my best. I bend over, I do my little stretch. Ain't no jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Big guy.
Hey everyone, Maria here from the DFIRST team. Thanks for joining this live webinar. It was something that we were building for our team, and we said like it's time to create our UGC avatar, and we managed to create a very good workflow for that. That's why we decided also to share this knowledge with you guys so you can create your own avatar. I can share some use cases on how you can be reusing. So it's actually very interesting. Let's wait just a few minutes so we can see if anyone else wants to join us today. Where are you talking from? If you want to share, we are basically a Polish team where everyone is based in Krakow. I'm actually in Germany, so we are starting to spread a bit. So we have Roxana from Canada. Nice to meet you, Roxana. I think we never talked, but it's a pleasure to meet you. In this meantime, I will just start sharing what I'm going to show you today. Let me share my screen. Let's see if you can check it. Let me know if you were able to see my screen. So we have people from California and also Germany. Where from Germany are you talking from? Even Tokyo. So yeah, we're really international today. I'm based in Nuremberg today and very soon in Brazil. Okay. I can see we have some more people joining us. Let me share quickly a use case that it was a task. My boss, Rafael, asked me to create a UGC for DFIRST. And I managed to create this character, which if you like zoom in, you will see that the details, they are very improved compared to usual AI generations that we see. So we create the character in different styles, in different positions, and we create a character reference sheet. So we can be using all across our social channels. And then I was starting to test, like putting the character in different backgrounds. And you can see that the character locked. So we use those notes full of references. Let me even see if I can find the prompt where I have her talking. So you can even lock your character to talk for your company. So
you can now talk to your audience using your audience,
It was just a play. I was just playing it to see how can we lock the character, how it would look like. And we were actually impressed. We made lots of tests. So these are a few things that we were able just to iterate like in 3 seconds.
You can use DFIRST AI for everything marketing.
Those were 2 different AI models. If you see here, we have here omni-human, because I wanted to use a particular tone of voice. And this was the native one that I used with Kling AI, which is a personal favorite for me. So I will be sharing also a bit my way of working with those characters. To get started, I have created this avatar creation workflow. So let me share with you. I have this public link. Let me share here in the chat. And during the live, if you have any questions, just let me know. As soon as I see them, I will be answering. So let's get started. And what I used to create our avatar was basically our customer data. So from support request, from the survey you fill once you create your DFIRST account, I have access with our data, and I just add it here. So I can add any type of input. I have grouped the input, so you can add also your own. And this is something I don't know, that when you create a group, so everything that is inside this group, you can directly connect it to other nodes and it will use as reference. So, for example, if I want to add a website, if the website is inside this group, I don't need to make another connection. That you see, you have the connection here. This would be prompt to prompt. The group is already connecting, so I don't need to be adding new connections. How to add groups? Just a quick tip. You can expand here your workflow, your toolbox. You go to utilities and you have a group. So I would just drag and drop here. I have a new group. Okay, and then you can put any type of node inside it, and it will be used as part of the reference inside this group. Okay. I'm excited for this live because yesterday we also launched lots of new features for image generation that I've been testing. I want to see how it works. It was just iterated, so we will try together and see the results ourselves. So to get started, I think I wanted to pick a brand that everyone knows. So I picked this Supreme. It's those famous t-shirts that we see people using them. I'm just copying their website. So I believe AI will be able to scrape information inside the website. And I'm going to go back to our workflow. And I will just delete this image here, and I will add my website. I Control C the URL, and now I'm Control V here, okay? And I have placed inside the group. So if I move the group, I'm moving the website, which means that now we are using the website as reference. So here we have like a scraped understanding of the website. Let's say I want to add more information because everything is inside this group. For example, I see their Instagram profile here. And I will copy their Instagram profile and I'm going to bring back here to the tab. So let's Control V their Instagram profile. Same process, Control C, Control V, and like this we can have more reference. I would always suggest you, if we are creating UGC avatars, use your customer data if you have, okay? I just don't have it for this particular brand, so I'm using the data I have. The more data, the more personalized results you will have. So based on those two pieces of information, I go to the next step. So if you click here in this toolbox, you will see the prompt. We can even expand it a bit. So we will basically ask AI to identify the single highest value ideal customer profile and write their profile. So in this workflow, you can also get your ICP in this next node. So I would just go ahead and generate. And then based on that, AI will create the ICP for me. Just a reminder that this is the manual mode. If you can't bother to create all this manual and you want to trust AI to build everything for you, we have another mode on DFIRST. So let me just move here quickly. This is our new dashboard. So you can even share what you have created. This actually I created with everyone. You can copy the prompt, the idea, and everything. And inside your dashboard, your whiteboard, you have this toolbox in the bottom. And if you want AI to create everything for you, you go to AI Assistant, and you have the AI agent here. So if you can't bother to create everything manually, you have the AI agent to build things for you. We can make a test with the AI agent further. And if you want just to chat with AI, you have also this option here. So for example, if I want to, I can select a node, and I can write anything about the node. So read the ICP document and analyze the top interests that the person has in my company. And then I can add, of course, the website too. So you can add as many pieces of information and talk to AI. And now it's like you're talking ChatGPT with Claude. You can even select the AI model you want AI to talk to. This is just like an extra step, because I see some people sometimes asking if they can also make their chat instead of creating the whole workflow. You have this possibility here, okay? So I use this a lot. I personally use this a lot for creating prompt or for brainstorming ideas, creating scripts. I use the chat a lot and then move to the workflow. I show you soon. So I have here my persona that was created, and the part that interests me the most for this workflow is physical appearance and visual casting breath. So let's see what AI will read on the next. You see that one step is already connected to the other, and I'm going to regenerate the next step. This is a prompt that was created for realistic profiles. So if you see the prompt, you can always expand to see what AI is going to be creating. We have skin realism block, we have a camera. So it is basically a prompt to create a persona profile for you. And then I can just regenerate and see how my AI avatar will look like. Also, if you want, for example, for your avatar to be wearing any asset you have or anything, I already liked this AI avatar, and AI was able to understand the t-shirt. But let's go here to Google. I have selected this t-shirt. I'm going to copy the Supreme white classic one. Let's go with the classics. And I'm going to paste here. So Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, that's the main process. And I have the new t-shirt. So let's make a test. I have this prompt, and I will expand this prompt by generating image, which means that AI now is using that prompt for generating a new image. I will drag it back close to the image. Okay, here. And I will connect the image of Supreme. So I will write Supreme t-shirt. I will connect image to image. So when it's text, you always connect prompt to prompt and image to image. Now I will configure this prompt and just add the avatar is using the Supreme t-shirt sharing in the image reference. Let's see. Then we can also select the model. So I love Nano Banana Pro. I always try with that one. If you want me to try any other model, you can just let me know. Sorry guys, I see that you were always seeing my drive. Let's go back to where we were. I have copied from that Google page you were seeing the whole time. I have simply Ctrl+C, and now I have Ctrl+V the Supreme t-shirt here. what I did is that I simply changed the name. So I can simply double click on the top and I write the name I want to give to this node, okay? And then I have this prompt that created this avatar, which for me looks already very good. But I want him to be using this particular shirt. So I click in this plus button and I can expand this node as I want. I want to expand for another image. So I will be just dragging the image here next to my avatar creation, and I will be connecting. You can make this connection in two ways, by simply connecting the prompt like that, or when you click in the configure button, you can select the image here. So I will be selecting this image. So the avatar is using this Suprema t-shirt. You can do this way. And then I pick the model I want to use. I particularly always like Nano Banana Pro. I'm already used to it. For you to see, we can change how many images we want to create, the quality, and actually better, since the AI created this avatar that looks good, I don't even want the full prompt. I want the image of the avatar. So I connect the avatar image to my new GPT image. So I will have an image as a result of the avatar. So you can see that him is my reference character, and here is my t-shirt. So let's see. The avatar is using this Supreme t-shirt. Keep the rest as it is. Of course, this is very simple request. We have this option to enhance prompt with AI, so you can simply click the option to enhance the prompt, and then AI will write this better. For simple requests, sometimes you can leave just as it is because the references says it all. So I click generate. And now, because I batch generated, I will have 4 options. Batch generating is good when you want to see all the possible outputs you can have. Sometimes, not always, AI will be able to understand your request, but when you're creating batch, you have more chances of get it right. Yeah, you see, it got it right all the times, and I don't even need to keep all of them. So in this case, I will just say goodbye to this avatar, and I will use this one instead. Okay, I will delete all the others, and this will become my main character. Since I deleted the other image, I will just make the connections very fast from the initial avatar to his profile pictures. So I'm connecting. Remember, when it's an image, I connect with image. So I will connect to the initial image prompts here. And this would be already enough for the avatar to be showed in the reference images with the new face. Each prompt, if when you check here, now it's been generating, but each prompt shows like in a different position. So 40-degree angle, one side left. So you have all those possibilities. You see, now we have images according to our avatar, and this will be their main image. So you see that this image is referencing all the others, meaning that maybe I don't even need to use this one anymore. I would use for the full body because it shows more details of him. So let's search for full body images, and I will connect him to them. So image, I will connect. Remember that you can also make the connection this way. So I can simply add him like that, and I can generate. I will simply add him here, and I will generate. And then you start already creating your persona profile, your UGC avatar in different angles. And you can create already everything. One trick that I can also show you, instead of clicking generate all the time, for example, that is a key prompt for me, meaning that is the base to generate all the other ones. I can simply right click and click regenerate connected nodes, meaning that every single thing that is connected to this node, it will be generated automatically. So I don't need to click one by one, okay? Everything that is connected here would be generated if I right click and click on regenerate nodes. Now we're starting to see our avatar coming. And this can be the base of many things. How I usually do is that I lock this avatar, and I love using references for creating content. So I don't have to think everything myself from the very beginning. So I sometimes create other workflows and I can share with you, and be using the avatar as the base image to show this image. For example, I can go to their Instagram and I can see their style of image and try to replicate that image. Let's wait for the character reference sheet to be generated, and then we make the tests we need, and I can show you also the new features. Okay, here we have, as you can see, the images, they are pretty realistic in the sense that you have even some facial details, some imperfections, and this is key to make it obvious that is really it can not look AI. I mean, I could easily be tricked by a character like that, of how many details you have. You see the beard, the eyes, all those details, and these are going to be locked for next generations when you use it as reference. There is even a pimple in the character. I mean, it's incredible how good the prompt can be. And why it's so detailed in the facial traits? Because in my request here, I asked the AI this first prompt. You can always check what you're going to be generating, okay? But I basically ask AI to create a facial trait, like very, very realistic, very detailed, even maybe too much. But I want it to be very detailed so it can look like a real person. So if you want later to create your own avatars and change something, I would suggest you to check this prompt and make any change you would like to do. I love the way it is. So I will be using him exactly like this. What is missing here in this last is that I will add one more instruction. Add the Suprema t-shirt to the character, because I haven't added the Supreme t-shirt here. So let's pick a new reference. Okay, let me change this one here, and I just deleted a few and added the t-shirt, and I batch generate so I can even check all the final results. Is everything clear? Do you guys have any questions? I think this workflow is pretty straightforward. Now we have like other images as well, because I batch generated. I will keep the one that is created here. It shows the character in all the ways I need. Now I have the Supreme added, and I can expand this workflow further. So let's say I want to create a pose for this avatar, and I want to use a reference, because right now it's all white and so on. I can create a pose. Let me add the t-shirt here in these images as well. So sometimes when you want to for your character to be using a particular product, remember to maybe even add small instructions in the prompt, okay? So the character is using the Supreme t-shirt. I'm adding those extra instructions. One image, 4K, yeah, exactly how I want. And I will add the same instruction to the 3 of them. Those are small details that sometimes when you add your image and you don't see it being very well placed in your final, just check the prompt and make sure you're asking the prompt to add that as reference. Oh, you see it's changed already completely. Okay, while it generates that, I want to create some sort of a scene, a small animation with this character, and I want to use a reference. So I picked a reference from the internet, and I'm Ctrl V here. So I like this style of the image, and this is a new feature we will try together. So reference image, and I will create a new image prompt. So I can simply expand my Docker here. I want this to be 4x5, and I want to add my character and my character sheet. I will pick his profile close. And then you can select which face you would like him to be, more serious, more smiling. I like for this particular prompt, I will pick him in more the serious style, also a bit of his body. Okay. And this is my reference image. So now we have this new section in the first, which is style reference. So I just want to use this as a style. So I don't want AI to copy how the character, how it is or anything, just a reference. So let's try place the character in the same pose and style, same pose, background and style of the reference image node. So that's why I always rename, because then I can just mention them here again. Of course, I can try to generate this prompt like this. Let's see if AI will understand my instructions very fast. I can also ask AI to improve it for me. And after that, we can also make a test with the AI agent to generate it for us, the whole photo shoot. Let's see what we can have. Okay, so even added the hat. Maybe if I would batch create, I would have results where the character would be without the hat. So sometimes that's why you can batch create. So you can have multiple versions of a same image that may have small differences, but would be already enough to select a different one. Yeah. My batch creation really picked everything. Yeah, for the references I have added. Okay. So I will select this one. You see it already generated a new one. So I will select this image, and I will ask now AI to create a new image. So zoom in to show the Supreme logo in the t-shirt. Let's make it this way. Show also a bit of the character's skin in the neck. And let's try, let's batch generate 2K, same aspect ratio. And this is a new feature we have. It's first time I'm testing it. So basically we can create different, we can move the camera as we want. So for this, I would like a extremely close up to show the t-shirt. And I can select a style, for example. I can basically pick, for example, realistic, the camera. Let's pick street, I think. Let's pick a macro. So let's pick a macro camera. You can select the composition, the camera type. If you're not sure what to do, I would suggest you to simply taking a screenshot of that. Let me see what images will be generated, and then we take this screenshot together and do make the test of what each style would be generating. And my idea here, yeah, exactly as I want. This one. Okay. So I will be selecting those two images. They are in the same aspect ratio. I will delete those other two. And let's animate them and see how we can create a nice animation blocking this character. So let's pick, I'll go with Kling. It's the one I always like to use. My favorite style of using video prompts is when I make it clear what is the first and the last frame. So I can control better what the AI will do. So this will be the initial frame, and this will be the last frame. So let's say transition from the first to the last frame, making the camera move inside the square format made by the man's fingers shape. I hope it will be clear. Let's even improve this prompt. My first language is Portuguese, so sometimes I just write the prompts the way it comes in my head, and I ask AI to improve it because sometimes I make a mess with writing. But thank God we just have AI to make it better. From the first frame to the last, the seek must be. No, I don't want. I just want the very beginning. So I think the end of it I don't need. Just let's make a very fast video generation and see what we can have. A transition from the first to the last shot. Okay, this will take a few seconds. In the meantime, for example, let's see what we can do with the camera. For example, I have the lens. I will take a screenshot of those lens. So once I take this screenshot, let me do it again. I can basically drop in the workflow and ask AI to read for me what should be the best shot for this tool or that one. Are you guys able to see my screen? I have the feeling my screen is black. It's you can all see my screen, right? Okay. No, it's all good. Okay, let's see if I can have this screenshot because it's not being generated. But basically, you can ask AI to take the screenshot, paste it on the workflow, and the AI would give you the instructions on what you can be generating with that, basically. Let's try one more time with my screenshot tool. Somehow it's not working while I'm on a live. Okay, I do this way anyway. I would just paste everything here. This is the image I took from my computer. And I can basically go to the AI agent. I have the chat. So read the types of lens from the image I share and explain when I should be using each lens type. Okay, and then I can select the AI model. Let's pick Cloud Opus 4.7 from the image I share and explain when I should be using each lens type. Okay, so I'm on the chat, and now AI will be reading the content. I don't see any image. Let me see if yeah. You can also, instead of doing this way with the AI chat, actually have this. So you can analyze the image and you have your results here. So read the lens type from the image and suggest me when I should be using each one. And like this, AI will be able to read the content from the image. Sometimes we select the AI agents that cannot read images properly, and then we can have the results. Now, just going back with the video, because I see it was created, we can see that it was just first to last frame, but that is character consistency. You see all his details in the face, and it looks, I think for an initial shot, it looks good. Okay, this is what you can get from to understand each use case. I would even suggest you to directly ask the AI. If you're in doubt about AI, ask to AI, and you will have the answer you need. Okay, that's at least how I will learn all these type of camera angles and so on. We can guess, but sometimes you can have the best user cases here. Okay, so how I would continue this, I can even share an example. I could continue this scene, for example, with a next one. So generate image with a, I would pick the last scene of the image I had just created and create something else. So in the sense that I would ask AI to be moving from one frame to the next one. And like this, I will build my video. Before trying here, let me show you what I mean. For example, I have created a persona for a golf brand. I used that same workflow. The only thing I did was copy the persona and add it in a new workflow. And I asked the AI to make those shots very close to her face. So I used this as first shot and this as last shot. And the prompt was easy, just create a cinematic macro close-up shot. I always ask AI to generate those prompts for me, okay? So I always go to the AI agent, the AI chat, I explain the image I'm creating, and I have what I want. And for the video, transition from first to last frame. And like this, I have this first step. But what I love about this is that this last frame will be the beginning of this next one. So it will have a continuation of first to last frame. And it moves to the next step where one image will be triggering the other. We have the golf shot. I have created this with the zoom coming into the ball and those here. For the ball to go right, I made a few attempts but I managed to get the result I want. And I don't know if you saw on our Instagram, for example, I have shared the final result of this exactly workflow. So doing that, I have created this.
No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator.
Looks good, huh? All this was created in a workflow like that. If you see, all my prompts are zoom on the ball, transition from first to last frame. This is an image one. No, this is a prompt one. But my main goal is always transition from one frame to the other, so I can create this sequence, and then I can right click or simply go here in edit, and I have the video editor, which I don't know if you know that we have this feature in the first, but basically you can generate videos and group them in the video editor. So I even used our editor to generate this final image. So I have the sources here and the board videos. You wait a bit. I really created many videos, but they will all be available here, and you can simply use this editor to put all together. Exactly. So I have the first video, and then I add it to the board. It works like what's the name of the editing tool? It works as a CapCut, basically. And you can be putting all the AI videos together. Yeah, you see, this is already the continuation. If you want to cut anything, make any edits, I asked for a camera movement here. And yeah, those are two different AI videos, but I asked the AI to put them all together like this. So when I just need to put them, group them in this way. So this, and then I want to show her mouth. And like this, I will be creating my video. I add the image. Yeah, basically, this is how you can be creating all the assets. And my natural way of continue the workflow we have started here in this live would be this way. I would want to continue with this scene. If I want to show like details of his face or where he is, I can make a new shot, asking AI to show like the background where the guy is. So let's see if we can do some macro shot of the, no, I have to create a new one. You generate a new image. I always go with the same aspect ratio. Macro shot showing the background of where the character is. And you can be playing with first frame, last frame, camera movements. That's how you can basically creating all your assets inside DFIRST. One new thing, for example, I kind of liked this result. I would just publish, and then if it's approved, it will be shown in our library as well. So that's the background. Yeah, now we have this background of where he is. Because I have just shared the sky, I could mention, for example, it would be in a seat, but they give like the desert. I could, for example, ask AI to start from this frame to the next one and tilt right. Let's make this test. So tilt right to show the character. I prefer always to mention that you want to make a transition from the first to the last frame, tilting right to show the character. Yeah. And like this, you can be creating any type of sequence you want. While this generates, let's try one last thing, which is the AI agent. I think you already know how to use it. Let's just try it ourselves with this new sequence, which, by the way, you have here the feed mode. So if you want to see only the videos you have created, only the images, here is a fast way of accessing all those files. Okay, since I'm still working on everything, let's go to the whiteboard. I'm moving to the AI assistant. By the way, I haven't showed you yet. This is also a new feature we have. So you can generate landing pages, email, presentation, and assets. So let's see. I want to turn this into a feed post. I haven't used this tool yet. It's also new. I will add the reference, and let me add instructions. Instagram post showing the character using the Suprema t-shirt. Okay, and then you will basically have your post in the like an Instagram format. So you can also visualize your final asset. So asset, presentation, email, and landing page. Those are also new features we have just landed. Yeah. So you want to add, if you want to add any type of text or anything, you can also add it here to control better the output. That's also new features. Now, moving back to the AI agent, which is what I wanted to show a long time ago, I will be selecting a few items. So this main character, I press Shift, and then I select more to be reference. I will not use them all, and I will also use the persona. So create a photo shoot for Suprema t-shirt featuring the character. It must contain all the facial traits from the image references shared. Keep the image prompts below 10, let's put 5,000 characters. And then now we are triggering the AI agent to create a full workflow based on that. My personal way of working with that is really being hybrid. So I started with manual, and now I prompted the AI agent to go to create the rest for me, because I have already given enough context. Here are all the details. It's all good. Let's continue. And now AI will create all the rest for me. Meanwhile, let's check what AI managed to create. Yeah, this one, I think it liked my instructions. And also, it's usually better when your character is already placed here. So this was a test. I always know that you have to create like a sequence that has more or less the same sense of having the character and making movements that are soft. Sometimes AI cannot understand when you make some different types of camera angle movements. And here is the AI agent. Now it's finishing creating the workflow. By the way, while it's creating, let me share with you some details, because we have a discount code. If you don't have an account with us yet, you can simply add this discount code when creating your account. So Live Friends 10, and you will have 10% off for the next 3 months. Okay. This node couldn't, yeah. I can simply delete this one and I can retry. Yeah. When a quick tip, sometimes you receive this node of this kind of issue, and sometimes when you create with the AI agent, it creates so many context and connects you to that it doesn't need all that, and for a few prompt images it can generate an error. So for example, here you read the issue too big, so 10,000 characters would be the ideal prompt size. So I would just delete this one because the final prompt, it's already here. Okay, so you can always check if this case happens. You can delete and focus on this one, which is the main connection. Okay, now we started receiving our first results. If you want to test with other models as well, I mean, since we are here, let's make some tests. Let's make some quick tests. So here we are using Gemini Pro, Nano Banana Pro. Let's see. Same prompt, what it would generate with, let's pick ChatGPT 2. Yeah. We can always set the camera, as I mentioned here. And then I think those are like the latest ones we have. So yeah, now AI just started creating a photo shoot. This one, I could just not use it because it was really like a photo shoot. If you want to share more directions on how you want your character to be, for example, if I want the character to be in the streets of Berlin, I should always add to my add request here. So that's basically how I would be focusing. Here my issue is that I forgot to add the character reference. So when you don't have your character locked, it generates it will generate a new character. So that's why it's important to have the character cheat sheet. So you have everything here locked, all the details, and this way you can ensure the image looks like him. Let's try even with Gemini without showing the character. Which, by the way, if you want to test, Nano Banana 2 also can give you very good results. It's mostly about the prompt and the output. So I think for this workflow, I even use a Nano Banana 2. Yeah, because I liked the output as well. Since the prompt is so well explained, you can also generate. I'm telling that because sometimes you have prompts that models that consume more credits and others that consume less, but the quality, as you see, it's high on both. So this was ChatGPT 2.0, and this was Gemini without locking my character. When I lock my character, this is what I have. So that's how I would basically be using this workflow that I have shared with you guys. You have everything you need for locking your character here. Remember to add your input if you have a customer data, even better. And then you have your ICP. In case you want to add any other element to your ICP, for example, the t-shirt, remember to add some extra instructions here. So I have added and requested, and then you just connect, make sure the prompt is connected to the references. And that's how you can expand it as you want. I loved this feature that we just tested now of locking a reference. So if I want to add any type of a reference image here, I can make my character be copying a pose in the landscape the other character is, the style, and it's a very nice and new feature. I'm testing the first time with you now, and I personally love the result it created for us here. So I think that's it. I haven't seen any question. So I think this live was pretty straightforward. And I see you in 1 or 2 weeks. Let's see the next use cases. Always feel free to share with me the use cases you are creating, and I will be happy to expand them, creating lives and teaching you how you can use it on your own workflow. Okay? Have a nice day, guys. Evening, day. Bye.